News Nation's Mills Hayes, live with more from Philadelphia. Obviously, behind you, we see those flashing lights. Clearly still a zone where people are not allowed in. What more are you learning from all of this?
Right, Adrienne, and we've actually seen people from the community come up and try to see the scene for themselves. We actually were talking to some of the witnesses, and one told me that anytime they cook food at home, it reminds them of that burnt smell that they experienced whenever that crash happened on Friday night around 6 o'clock. It was a busy time right in front of a shopping area, and it was definitely a thing that was emotional for the people who saw it. Now, the National Transportation Safety Board, they're still investigating. They did release new video showing the aftermath and how investigators were trying to piece it all together. It essentially looks like a crater in the middle of this parking lot, entering a parking lot. Now, we also saw earlier today some video of an excavator digging out different cars, because we saw multiple cars that were burned there as well, smaller debris that we've seen, and then that giant crater where that plane went down. Now, investigators say that they're still looking for that black box voice recorder that will have key information as to potentially how and why this happened. But right now, they're still looking for any kind of debris that's left over from this plane crash. And right now, it's spanning about 4 to 6 blocks out. So it's a wide parameter they're working with right now, Adrienne.
And do we know anything more about those voice recorders? I know they had asked people in the community, the business owners, residents, if you see something, don't touch the debris, just call us.
Yeah, exactly. And it's called a black box, but it is kind of misleading because it's actually orange in color. And remember, it came from a plane that was crashing down, so it may not look exactly the way that it was before. It could be damaged and messed up, but it will help investigators try to piece everything together. They would take it back to their lab and be able to see what was said. Now, investigators are working 24/7. The city also saying that it's going to take time. We actually heard from one of the Philadelphia city officials earlier today saying that as much as people want answers right now, they really need to stay calm because it's going to be a long investigation.
We have to do this right. The outcome of the investigation matters. It matters to the people, to the families that are affected, who were affected by this. It matters for safety going forward for all of us.
And we know that there are still 5 people that are in the hospital right now in critical condition, and the mayor saying that additional people were also injured as well. It's been up to about 22 people were injured, and that number could increase. Adrienne?
All right. Thank you, Mills.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.